Time out. Time out. This is the coach. I'm a part of the Insights Mick and Rick show. Now, when I can get Rick out of that cup, I get good discussion from him about the hottest sports topics. But we do keep it straight, no chaser. The more he turns that cup up, them words come out faster than a chicken pecking up corn. I'm just saying, or trying to say, what the damn hell? Just join us on the Mick and Rick show.
Follow us on Twitter, INSiiGHTS.
Yeah.
2 I's in the middle, INSiiGHTS.
All right, y'all.
Psst. Psst. Let me tell you something you may want to keep for yourself. If you download the INSiiGHTS app, the first 500 people will get free premium content for life. You will not be charged for any programming, ever. Download the INSiiGHTS app on your Android or iPhone. Remember, INSiiGHTS is spelled with 2 I's in the middle. Free premium programming for life.
Rick.
What's up, Coach, man? You know what, man? You know that third guy of our broadcast team. I'm gonna have to talk to him after the show in the back alley. Me and him got something to discuss, talking about my cup and whatnot.
Oh no, not as somebody texts me, not Slick Rick. Not Slick Rick. Rick, they be on you here. Rick, I don't even know what to say, Rick. They be on you.
And I thank you for joining us. Thank you. I hope we give you what you want. And if not, we're going to give it to you anyway.
Oh,
what's up, Coach?
Man, you the man, Slick Rick. I'm glad to be here on another Wednesday, man. It's a busy day at my house today. The daughter named after me, not by me. My wife named her Mick. As she used to say as a little girl, M-I-K-K-I. Her birthday is today. And the
happy
baby
birthday,
girl,
KK.
Yeah, we appreciate that birthday shout out. And tomorrow is the baby girl, it's Squirt's birthday. So
wow.
I'm gonna do dinner. I'm gonna do 2 for 1. They know they daddy cheap.
Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype, girls. Go ahead and roll them up one time.
Rick, talk about you in that cup. I had a message and I told them I was going to give it to you. They said, Rick, dreaming that premium edition black and gold liqueur from 1906. That's one of those alphas. They just wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Premium. I was with it. Then he said 1906, black and gold. Yeah.
Lost it in, huh?
Yeah. I get it. Hey,
you got it, huh?
Send it. Okay. Hey, send me the bottle. Send me the bottle, and we'll see what's up. That's all I'm saying. That's all
you're saying. I see you with your Mick and Rick shirt. I see you there, boy. I love that brand. Look at him. And the Mick and Rick hat. Boy, that Rick, he's a legend for sure. Rick, what you got for us for Did You Know?
Man, this is how we roll, man. You know, I think I'm feeling a little basketball-y, Coach. I'm feeling a little basketball. You know, we hear all these debates regularly. Who's the GOAT in hoops? You know, Jordan, LeBron, LeBron.
Time out. We got a comment. There's a Dr. Chiquita Miller sighting.
What?
Hello,
hey!
To the family. Welcome back, Dr. Miller.
Hey, Dr. Miller, what's happening? Happy New Year. Glad you're with us.
You know, she's been on that K-State run, so, you know, we understand.
Yes,
that was a wave to ride. That was right. Yes, thank you, Dr. Miller. But go ahead and finish. Tell us about the basketball
Yeah,
The best
yeah,
always.
whether your criteria about the golden hoops, the greatest of all time, whether your criteria is points or titles or impact. I mean, this debate will never go away. This fact probably won't change your mind, but I just found it kind of interesting. Did you know, Coach, for an entire decade, from 1994 to 2003, the NBA championship team either had Steve Kerr or Robert Ory on the squad?
No, you kind of got me there now.
This, they not saying they were good luck charms because those were two good players. They weren't just bench warmers, but
Hmm.
from a decade, one of those two players was on the winning team. I just found it
I
interesting.
remember them talking about Robert Horry, and it just seemed like good teams followed him around one time. You know,
Yeah.
they did say that. You know, the good teams seem to follow him. Sports Diva, we see you. Thank you for
Hey,
being here.
hey, Diva. All right, and last one. Most of us know that Wilt Chamberlain is said to have never fouled out in an NBA career. But did you know it was shooting guard Jamal Crawford who holds the record for most games played without fouling out in the NBA, with a whopping 1,327 games played in 20 seasons.
Wow.
Yes, no, listen, I know he's known mostly for coming off the bench, but he averaged more than 29 minutes a game. Not exactly Rick Brown off the bench stats, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, just don't get in when the game is over. No, he was an integral part of a team,
You
and he
know,
really was known for his
and
defense. So.
I was getting ready to say my question as a former coach would be how much defense was that Joker playing? You
That
know,
instant O defense. Oh no,
no.
exactly, exactly. So
Sports Diva, a shout out from Chiquita Miller. Hey, y'all, let's come on. Give us a thumbs up. You know, show us a little love. If you're new to the channel, we appreciate you. If it's your first time here, if you're one of the regulars that we see, we always appreciate you. But we got a lot of things to cover, and we have to get right to it, Rick. You know, it's hot, and we got some topics and some things that we want to share with our viewers. Let's get.
hey, it's me, your favorite reporter's favorite reporter, with your NFL season recap, giving it to you straight, no chaser. The surprising team this year has to be Motown's finest, the Detroit Lions. They were aggressive, balanced, and no, they were not a Cinderella team. This team is actually, dare I say, good. The second most surprising team has to go to the Houston Texans. I mean, rookie head coach, rookie quarterback, no problem. They just kept grinding and grinding until it clicked. Could they be a one hit wonder? Perhaps. But there was something really refreshing about them this season. For our most disappointing teams, I know you expect me to talk about another franchise from Texas. No. The Philadelphia Eagles fell from grace quicker than a certain governor's presidential run. Philly was 10-1 at one point this season. And not only did they not win their own division, but they got grounded in the wild card round by a Tampa Bay squad that needed a 9-0 win on the final day of the regular season just to make the playoffs. Next up for most disappointing, you know where I'm going with this. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys, even though it shouldn't be much of a surprise. I mean, for the last 29 years, it's always their year. And then, bam, back to reality. This time, the New England the Green Bay Packers did the honors with first year starter Jordan Love. But Dallas fans, don't fret. Jerry Jones said Dak and head coach Mike McCarthy will be back. So there's always next year, right? All right. Enough of that. Let's get to the teams that really matter. The Final Four. San Francisco versus Detroit and Baltimore versus Kansas City. With the exception of a 3-week hiccup, the Niners have been rock solid all season. The offense can burn you running with McCaffrey or throwing with consistent Purdy, just getting the ball to the playmakers like Debo Samuels and George Kittles and let them work. Defensively, it's a jailbreak led by Joey Bosa and Chase Young. They get after teams. They're tough all around. But this isn't your daddy's Detroit Lions. Jared Goff actually has played in the Super Bowl, so that's a plus. They have an up-and-coming receiver in Amara St. Brown, and the two-headed monster at running back Montgomery and Gibbs is the problem. And let's not forget, Laporta has had a strong postseason at tight end. Defensively, the table is set by Aiden Hutchinson, who San Fran better have a game plan for. And the secondary of Detroit is good, if not well known. In the AFC, for the Baltimore Ravens, quarterback Lamar Jackson, who will likely be the league's MVP, he's special. He has matured into this position. He's not as quick to run like he used to when things break down, but can still give defenses fits. The Baltimore defense, while not as dominant as in the Ray Lewis era, they make plays when they need to, and being at home will also be huge. The defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs have that championship pedigree. The receivers are getting better, but Pat Mahomes still have reliable Travis Kelce and the millions. I said millions of Swiftie fans. The defense has actually carried KC more this season as well as an improved running game. So, will Detroit get off the non-Super Bowl snide with their one shot? Or will San Francisco get to return to past glory? Will the Chiefs get a chance to defend their title with a new fan base of Swifties? Or will crab cakes be on order for Super Bowl dinner? Sunday should be fun. I can't wait.
Cakes on the menu. I like that. Just Dr. Miller. One thing I like about her, she always consistent. Her
Yes,
team are her teams.
That's
How
right.
about those Chiefs? We need to have Dr. Miller say, is she a Taylor Swift fan? What you think?
Yeah. Dr. Miller, are you a Swiftie?
Hey, what is really up with that?
I'm not touching it.
So
I'm
you're
leaving
not
that
gonna touch that one, huh?
I'm leaving it alone. I like Swifties.
And see, Sports Diva was talking about this. Said that cup got you stumbling over there.
Oh.
Yeah, Dr. Miller let you know. Said no, she's not a Taylor Swiftie fan. She's not a Swiftie.
Understood.
Yeah, but you hadn't got over the Sports Diva busting your chops again, huh?
Mercy me.
Oh, that's what you got going on. But I talked about the birthday. You know, we have missed one birthday doing this show now, and then headed to Orangeburg, back to Claflin.
Mm-hmm.
We have the athletic director on. He's getting ready to come on and tell you a little bit about some of the things that are going on in Orangeburg. I mean, you got the AD who keeps it real.
Oh, sure.
That's Tony O'Neill.
Tony O'Neill.
What's up, fellas?
Welcome to the
What's
show,
up?
T.O.
What's
Hey,
up?
how y'all doing?
All right,
Y'all
how's it
forgive
going?
me. Not too bad, man. I'm watching this thriller, man. Our girls are actually playing St. Aug right now, and with 5 seconds left, they had the ball when we were up by 1, and we went to the free throw line, missed 2. They got the 5, went to the free throw line, missed 2. We got the rebound, went back down. It's like 2.5 seconds on the clock, and we're up 3. So, yeah, I'm excited.
I love it. I love it. And T.O., you're always welcome to
Oh,
the show.
yeah.
You got to pick and support your team.
Thank you,
So we
thank you.
understand completely.
Yes,
We
yes, yes.
Yeah,
understand
man.
completely.
Yeah.
Now,
Good
T.O.,
play by
Yes,
play.
tell them
indeed.
what
Yes,
you got
indeed.
going on this weekend. It's a heck of a thing you got going on there.
Oh, man. We got the Paws Up HBCU Basketball Classic. The Battle of the Border. Claflin University from South Carolina against Johnson C. Smith from North Carolina. CIAA matchup. Both teams are fighting for first place in the conference, and we're excited about the game. Both men's teams, both women's teams are right there at second. So it's hey, it's a telltale, baby. We get to send a message at home. But then on top of that, we have the Paws Up Brunch. And we're really excited about celebrating 3 phenomenal women for their accomplishments, their contributions to society, to the youth, and to our, to just their contributions, as powerful women. We have Judge, we have um, CIAA commissioner, and then we have Janet, who is a part of Jim Clyburn's team, and they all do some phenomenal things. So we got Miss Jones Glover, like I said, we have Jackie McWilliams Parker and Janet Marshall. So these phenomenal women will be showcased, and we were doing the numbers today. And Mickey, I think I got 2 tables left, baby. 16 seats in the house.
Oh man,
That's a
that's
good
great.
thing.
That's great. Tony, congratulations on that.
Yeah.
All the
Thank you,
work that
bro.
you do to
Thank
do
you.
this.
Thank
Tell
you.
them this is your 3rd year doing this.
3rd year, and this year we were able to secure Toyota as a sponsor, Davidson Toyota of Orangeburg as our title sponsor, and then Aflac came in as a sponsor, a large sponsor, and then we have a host of community organizations that have gotten other sponsorships. But those 2 wrote the big boy checks, and
Mhm.
so they both have 2 tables apiece, and they will be represented well by people from their organization.
Well, I appreciate having an opportunity to be there. And Rick, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
when I say it's a little special,
Mhm.
Rick, it's a little special. I mean,
Wow.
the atmosphere, the way they treat the honorees, the excitement in the facility, the appreciation shown by those honorees who really are very humbled to be
yeah,
recognized in
yeah,
Claflin like they are. And, he has
yeah.
special guests coming from the arch rival institution. The president's coming. And,
Oh yeah,
I
the
mean,
president's coming.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
legendary
actually
Steve
moved up.
Joyner's coming.
The Claflin Athletic Show and released it today so that people can see it and perhaps use it to get some more people in the place. They've redone the facility. They do a real nice dinner with a staff that I told Tony they were losing money because that staff cooked well enough that they need to be selling concessions their own stuff. It ought to be the Claflin cafeteria. You missing on a money stream right there, boy. They got that,
Yeah,
and people on campus, and I say it, all of y'all know me. We're just gonna be straight, no chaser. If it wasn't like this, I wouldn't tell you. But everybody speaks. Everybody talks to you, from the
yeah,
security to the people that are working doing manual labor. Everybody speaks, and you can't
it's a
help but
blessing.
feel at home and comfortable from the minute you walk up.
It's
Wow.
definitely a blessing. Hey, Rick,
So,
and you know what else,
Yeah.
Rick?
What's up?
You know who another one of our premier sponsors are, and our partners with the TV show. And Rick, if you could have seen his face last time, he thought he was surprising me showing up, which he did. He surprised me. But the one and only Mickey Clayton, and guess what show did he see scrolling across the screen? Inside, inside, insight. He was like, T.O. I'm like,
Wow.
yeah, baby. Yeah, I got you. You got me, but I got you. yeah. He was like,
Nice.
oh my God. I was like, yeah. Yeah, baby.
Uh-huh.
That's that partnership, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing.
No doubt about it, Rick. He got me. And he had set me up because he had said something about the president asked, about insights and da 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 da. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think anything about that. And I'm sitting there watching the game, and I saw the changing advertisement go up, and I said, insight, insight of the what? Insight of when it's coming up again? Because I need to get a picture of that, wouldn't it?
Nice.
I love
And
it.
it
I
had
love it. I
a
love it. I love
really
it.
nice logo. They had really went on our website and picked out a picture, and it was kind of illuminating in the dark and stuff. Man, that thing was nice. I was like, wow. And so I really appreciate that. And it helped it woke the student body because they
Yes.
kept saying, we didn't know we had a sports show. We didn't know we had a weekly show. And so that once you get the students involved, with anything in the institution, that's critical to get them involved. So
Yes.
Yes.
that would be
yes.
T.O. Yeah.
We got a wonderful staff. Wonderful, just our athletic staff, but just the university as a whole, from the cabinet on down. The president, his wife. Rick. I don't know if you know, but his wonderful wife and my wonderful wife, they are co-hosting the event. It's actually their event. It's their
Okay.
event, and so they take pride in it, and they have their committee, and they had a meeting last night, and all I do is get a budget and get out the way. But I will
Mhm.
say this though, hey Rick, they got me, man. They got me this year, bro. All they wanted was Tory Burke. I said, Tory
Mm.
Burke. To- And when I went to the store, I was like, "Whew, okay, y'all can have it. Whew, we gonna recoup this in the silent auction, right?"
Always thinking. Always the businessman.
Yeah,
Always thinking. I
yeah,
see what you're
yeah,
doing.
yeah.
Mhm.
They even got
Mhm.
they got me to get Movado watch. I'm like, okay, y'all big time. I said, okay, Movado, yeah.
Mm.
But yeah. So no, so
Mhm.
we have a nice silent auction as well, and give people the opportunity to really support us in so many different ways. The silent auction. Also, we have our Q code right there on the table. If you like what you see this year, we'll do something a little different. We will have the softball team who starts playing in 2 weeks, and our volleyball team there representing the student athletes. And because our other teams are, of course, playing. But we added that twist this year because people, you know, will get excited when they see the student athletes that they're helping out. So
Yeah.
each year we just find something new to add. And so when I talked to the coaches and they were like, yes. And I said, well, we got how many? And they told me, I said, it's already covered. Thank God for the sponsors, but it's already covered. So, we're excited about showcasing our student athletes. We have a nice little video for them that they'll see how we, celebrate them and market them for our overall growth.
I told you, the AD that keeps it real, that would be
Mm.
Tony O'Neill. Tony, we appreciate you coming on
My
such
man.
short notice,
God
and
bless.
we really do appreciate you, and Claflin, and the way I just try to keep it straight, no chaser. How they treat you at that institution is a
Right.
little special.
Yeah.
But I need one of those shirts right there, Tony O'Neill. Y'all always promising me
Man,
gear.
look. Hey, I will say this, Mick. Mick, I was looking for something quick, and I said, "Ooh, this is nice."
Yeah, I think so too. Tony, we appreciate you. Call your
I got
coach.
you,
Thank
Mick.
you.
I
Tell
got you
Coach
when you
T
show up. I got something for
congratulations.
you.
Okay, I appreciate you
All right.
as
Hey, Rick, what
always.
size are you, Rick? Rick,
Large.
what size are you? I'm sorry.
Yes,
Large. Let me
yes.
see if I
I
can
wear
find a
large.
medium for you, baby.
Yeah, it's medium work.
All
Sure.
right.
I
All right.
can make
Thank you,
this
God.
medium work.
Let's say
Thank you,
that'll work.
Tony.
That'll work. Hey, we absolutely
Yeah.
appreciate
Yes.
you, T.O.
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. All right.
Thank you,
God
Coach.
bless. Thank you all.
Hey,
All right, man.
Join us on Faith
All right,
TV
all right,
on
bye-bye.
INSiiGHTS Roku. Anytime you need to feel the word, that you need uplifting, go to INSiiGHTS YouTube or mobile apps and feel His Spirit lift yours up. Pray with us on Faith TV and allow His Spirit to comfort you. I have been sent to help you find your way. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Faith TV on INSiiGHTS.
Amen.
Man, Coach, you doing okay?
Coach, doing the best I can, brother. I'm doing the best I can.
Okay, Coach, that's usually pretty good for the average person.
I don't know about all that. But I will accept it.
You say you'll accept that.
Yeah, I'll
Coach,
accept it.
I'm going to go on and get us started because I know your time is valuable. And ladies and gentlemen, with us today, a true legend, and not just in his own mind. He's a legend of all time. We got Coach Maurice Freeman. Coach, welcome to INSiiGHTS once again.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having me on as always. I do appreciate it. But I would like for you to come to me to see my team more than just Thomasville. I can only get you at the Thomasville game, man. I need you to come more than just that one game. But I am certainly glad that you were able to find me and come visit me and have that kind of confidence in me. I certainly appreciate it.
Coach, I'm so proud of you and what you've done. And this year started off kind of rough for you. You got off to a 1-5 start. And I was like, I don't know if Coach is going to turn this one around. And by the time I started thinking it, man, you went on a blitz read and you just rolled off. And that time I looked up, you were winning and rolling. Coach, I was so proud of what you were able to do to turn those guys around. What was the magic dust you sprinkled on them to get them going, Coach?
Coach, 2 or 3 of the teams we played ended up being state champions. We played Coffee. We played Thomasville Central. Thomasville made it to the 3rd round. Cook made it to the 4th round. We did not play any sloppy teams. We played teams that were pretty doggone good. And, you know, I'm really not that concerned about my record. I have enough wins that my losses won't catch up with me before I retire. So I'm going to put these guys in some tough positions to prepare them for state playoffs. And that's exactly what happened. We got out there. We got our head beat in, man. I mean, man, these folks were calling for my job. They were all over my butt about my job. And, hey, Coach done lost his touch. And I just tried to get our kids to be patient. It's going to come. It's going to come. We're going to be okay. We just got to learn some lessons. Not losses, but lessons. We learned our lessons. And when it was time for region playoff, the Trojans showed up. Then it was time for state playoffs. We showed up. And we made it to the Final Four. And unfortunately, we lost right there at the end to Swainsboro. They had a chance to play on Prince Avenue for the state title.
Coach, it just, you know, it's kind of indicative of your upbringing in terms of not running from anybody and lining up to play against everybody. And that's a testament to how you go about your job and preparing those young men.
Coach, I'm close to being old school. I'm 59, but all I had was old school coaches. Coach Hubbard, Coach Bogan, those cats there, man, all the way down to my high school coaches, Coach Milligan, Coach Gamble. And every one of them said, hey, man, every man puts his pants on the same way, one leg at a time. Avoid the ones that can jump off the bed and put them in together. And I don't see very many of them that can put both legs in at the same time. So I don't worry about it. We're going to play. You call Brooks, Brooks is ready to play. And sometimes it may be over our head, but we'll learn a lesson from it, not a loss. And in the long run, it'll all pan out for us.
Well, Coach, one thing I do know is that I tell you all the time, everywhere we go, and it's more than Thomasville, but everywhere we go, we hear about your guys when you have the Georgia, Florida All-Star games in different places, the reputation of your team. And the one thing they say is, man, they might be little, but boy, they going to bring that hammer. They going to knock your mouthpiece out your mouth. And every time you look up, it'll be somebody from Brooks County that delivered that blow.
Yes, we're a little bit on the smallish side, but we have no fear. We work hard in the weight room. We work hard with our young men with discipline. And those things will always pan out. And what we emphasize is bringing that hammer. And to bring that hammer, you must hit people and be physical all the time. And that's what we want to be known for, is a very physical team. And our young people and our community understand that. That's what we're going to be all about. And you're going to win a lot more games than you lose if you're a physical football team.
Well, tell the audience, your viewing audience, a little bit. I mean, there's so many things that you have that are historical and tradition, but tell them about when the parents come and they in the locker room before the season starts, and what that is all about. Because I really found that was really exciting to be a part of that this season and to bring that to people.
I have all kind of little quirks and traditions that I enjoy. During the summer, we bring the parents in and we show them the locker room, and especially dads. I love for dads or uncles to be around because young men don't get enough chances to see men. And so I try to get them in, and men love sports, so they'll show up. But we do helmets and donuts and hot dogs for dads, where the dads or the uncles come in and help us stripe the helmet. Our striping of our helmet and putting the BC on is a tradition for us. And we get them in and we explain what we do. I give out a pep talk about the season, and we take pictures. If the dad can squeeze in a jersey, we let him squeeze in. Taking my jersey home, but squeeze in it, daddy. If they can squeeze in, we let them squeeze in. If not, then they're going to take a picture with their son or any other favorite Trojan they want. And even if they want to take a picture with coaches, players, other coaches, we're down with that also. So it's a great evening to hang out, get a little food in you, and do things like that. We talk to them about spring practice, invite them to spring practice, not on the field, but come over to the gate and talk, especially players that have played for us before. We want them to always come back and spit that knowledge to them, be it good or bad. Dang, light went off.
Mm-hmm.
So we enjoy all of those things. That guy has to earn those helmet decals that those dads are putting on. So if you hadn't earned it, you don't get it. Also the helmet. We got a big hammer and a helmet outside of our stadium, outside of our locker room before you go on that practice field. And it's the promise that you're going to do your very best each day. And then we lost 3 kids, BC3. Then you're out there and you're touching that hammer, telling those BC3 guys, hey, man, I'm playing for you also, and I'm going to give everything I got every doggone day to represent you. We got hammers everywhere. If you look behind me, there's a hammer on the other side. There, I'll get it sooner or later. Right there's a hammer. You see there? You've got the Spartan helmet. We've got stuff every doggone where. You come in my office, it's going to be hammers everywhere. We are the originator of the hammers. The others are all imitators. So if you got one, then you probably got it from looking at us. We did not get it from looking at you. And those are things that we carry with us. Carry 3 on the field, carry them to the locker room. Other schools, when we give out awards, like we have our awards day, February the 13th, we give out hammers. We don't give out trophies. We give out hammers. And those kids love it. They truly love it. We all got our hammer necklaces that we wear all the time. My tag is Hammer. Unfortunately, I lost my dog 2 weeks ago. His name was Hammer. God bless my little dog, German Shepherd. So I got to get another dog and name him Hammer. But that is it. Look on my mailbox at my house. Bring that hammer. So we've adopted that motto, and we believe in it. Our school, bring that hammer and leave with a tassel. We believe in it. We work hard at it, and it's a promise from our kids to this program, to this school system, to our tradition. There are things that we must do to continue on making this a great school and a very, very tough football team that you don't want to see.
Wow. And we have been very, very fortunate to have been invited and been able to participate in a lot of it and bring it back. We did the pregame with the BC3. We've done a story on that. One of the more popular stories in terms of people who wanted to know what had happened and went back and saw it and re-see it. The dads and decals are part of that. The Leadership Academy that we did at the high school there and at the middle school. And so we've done some things at Brooks Coach that we haven't done at other places. And because it's our intent to show so much of what you do is outside of just playing sports. And the things that you do to include the dads, and we couple things I saw. I saw your principal trying to squeeze in a jersey.
He did. I got a picture of it if you need it. I didn't put one on.
and you know, we try to get the dads involved because we're not always around. But you had some moms that were there, and it was really, really a really good thing. And again, we were glad to be a part of that, to be able to show it to people, the different things that you do that go way above and beyond just playing football. You know, you use it. It's your mission, and you do it to help grow these young men and help them to become men in a society where a lot of times it's not easy for us, and you make it difficult for them to understand that they can make it regardless.
Yes, sir. You're right.
You know, so Coach, you had something along the way this season. You won your 250th career game. Coach, some coaches don't last long enough to be around for 100 games, but not even 100 wins, but 100 games. But you were able to win 250 career wins at Friday, November the 24th. And Coach, tell us a little bit about what that milestone means to you and your family.
Oh, man, it means I had some pretty doggone good players along the way, first of all. Secondly, to win my 250th win in my hometown, on my home field, the field that I played on, and to have people that my sisters were there, my mother and father both deceased, grandmother and grandfather on both sides of deceased. So my sisters are the ones that are very, very important to me, and my wife and kids, and they were all there, man. And that was just a very special feeling. And it was a playoff win, and I'm just thankful that we've had these young people that play so hard for me. In this community, sometimes they're a little shaky, as in all of them, because most know more coaching than you do, more about coaching than you do. But that's okay. I'm the one with the 250. They're not, so I'm okay with that. I laugh about it on a regular basis. But it was a dream come true to get that number 250 on my home grass, on my home turf in Veterans Stadium, in front of my friends and family and people that I respect and admire also. So we're going to keep chugging. I'll be back, Lord's willing, next year to start this thing again. Let's see how far I can go.
Well, congratulations, Coach. Again, we're very proud of your success and the things that you continue to do with the young men under your tutelage, and the fact that you have had so much resiliency. And one of the things is this season, you turned around the season in the same season. I mean, it wasn't like next year and we're going to rebuild and get it straight and grow from this. You grew from it instantaneously.
Well, I'm certainly happy with that. Anytime you can be at the bottom and you can fight your way to the top, man, that's one heck of an accomplishment. And these young people, and they could have gone south on me. They how you got the boat and the boat gets a hole in it and all the rats jump out quickly. That could have happened, but they stuck with me. They believed in what we asked. I believed in what our coaching staff was trying to preach to them, and they toughed it out. And we started to get some wins against quality opponents. And the next thing you know, we won the region. We're in the playoffs, and everybody's nervous all over again. So, yes, we were rebuilding. We rebuild during the season. But what we are looking for is that region schedule and that state playoff schedule. And by that time, we'll be okay. And look at it. We turned out okay.
Coach, you turned out more than okay. But once again, Coach, I want to say congratulations to you. We're very proud of you. And we appreciate you going back and recognizing some of those coaches that you had up here on the tallest of 7 hills that helped influence you, as Coach Hubbard and Coach Bogan and some of that staff that instilled some things in you that you've been able to take along with you in your. Man, that's a heck of an interview from Coach. I mean, it was a heck of an interview. He interviews very well. He's very passionate about what he does with those kids. And we got another part that's coming right after this segment that we have from Rick Brown, because Coach Freeman spoke his mind about a couple things. And I think everybody want to hear.
Hey, it's me, your favorite reporter's favorite reporter, with your NFL season recap, giving it to you straight, no chaser. The surprising team this year has to be Motown. What had been a happy time following a SWAC championship, Celebration Bowl victory, and top 5 FCS finish quickly turned dark following the resignation of Florida A&M football coach Willie Simmons. However, there seems to be light at the end of this dark tunnel. The Rattlers may have a coach as soon as the end of this week. After a crazy month of disruption, the search committee has narrowed a list of 45 candidates to 5 finalists. The finalists are said to be setting up interviews with the school this week, and a decision should be forthcoming. Will it be interim coach James Colsey? Maybe. Is Billy Rowe part of the 5? Perhaps. You see, the finalists' names were never mentioned, as the committee is only referring to the applicants by their numbers. The committee did tell us, however, that 4 of the candidates were part of SWAC winning teams. While that sounds good and alludes to experience in the conference, it means nothing without knowing their actual roles on those teams. Heck, even the 15th man on the bench of an NBA championship squad gets a ring. Still, the Rattlers need to get this done as signing day is only 2 weeks away from today. And if they don't want to get further behind, they need to get this done, and now. And while signing day doesn't have the same impact as it used to because of the transfer portal, the sooner a head Rattler is in charge, the sooner they can start preparing for the 2024 season. Go Rattlers.
Coach, speaking on that, when are you going to get me another coach on the hill, man? What are y'all waiting on now? I'm upset about this.
Uh-oh.
Coach,
Stop playing with me, man.
you're not the only one. You're not the only one. All we can do is we sit on the sideline and hope that they can make a decision. Well, it's too late to make a timely decision, but make a decision that this downward spiral that we destined to see right now with so many things going wrong with the program and not having a smooth handoff, it's going to take some time now to rebuild it. So we need to shorten that time to make it as short as possible. I know you have your thoughts on it. I'm sorry, Coach.
My thoughts are there were 2 coaches that were in that program, and we should have interviewed those 2 guys first, and we wouldn't have this problem. This should have been solved, and it could have been solved in 2 days, not a month and a half, 2 months, or whatever we got going on. I'm very, very, very disappointed in what is going on the highest of 7 Hills. That is my spot. That is where I grew up. That is where I graduated. That is where I played. And I really love my college, my university, my football team. I am one of the proud Snakes. And this should not take as long as it's taking. And I'm just worried, disappointed, and hurt that it's gone so long. And we must stand up as Rattlers and force our AD and our principal to make a wise decision, not a feel-good decision, because this could put us in a hole for a long time.
Well, one thing for sure, it's going to put us in a hole right now. And we're hopeful that it's not a long time. But, Coach, the longer it takes us to make that designation and to get the staff in place, get out and try and get some kids, because we lost a lot of them.
We lost a lot.
To be able to come in, I mean, it's going to be a very long season, almost regardless now of who is in that spot. And I remember when I worked for Bill Hayes, and he was the AD, and he was contemplating making a move in basketball. And he said to me, he said, "Coach, you know basketball better than I do." He said, "I need you to get me a short list of 3 to 5 names.
That's correct.
I need you to find out what the parameters it would take to get them on board, what they have to have, And I need you, when I ask you, to have narrowed that list down to 3 to 5. And I said, well, Coach, why are you doing that? He said, every AD worth their salt has a short list to replace every position they have on their staff.
That is correct.
And I learned from him. And for him to tell me that he wanted me to do basketball, he said, if it's football, Coach, he said, I already know where I'm going. I already do. I know football. He said, but I don't know basketball like you do. So, Coach, I need your insight to get the right person or right people for me to talk to that you think it will continue to build your basketball program. And so then I asked him another, I said, Coach, you think about moving basketball? He said, Coach, have you won a championship? I said, no. Did they play in the championship game? I said, no. Have they been in the semifinals? I said, not yet. He said, well, at FAMU, don't you play for championships? I was quiet then. I said, Coach, I got you.
That is correct. Listen, I'm a high school coach, and I'm not the greatest, but my goal is to be the greatest. Now, if a school is calling me saying, hey, Coach, I want you to interview for this job, and then my first question is, am I one of the final 2? If they say, no, we're just taking a poll, then, hey, good luck. Continue on with your poll. I am not going to have my kids in disarray because you're just going shopping. So those coaches that are wise, they're going to be want to be one of the final 2. You're not going to get in there with 10 coaches and think you're going to get the top of the line guy that's going to sit and wait for you to interview 10 to 15 people. And then you come back and want to interview him 3 or 4 times. He is established. At Florida A&M, we deserve a man that's established to be the next coach, or one that was on the staff already that can keep it rolling. You do one of those 2 things. You don't go shopping. You don't go shopping. You don't just sit there and look at resumes because that takes way too long. Do your job. And if you don't know how to do your job, then we need to find somebody else to do your job, which is to replace you, if you know what I mean.
Well, Coach, why don't you tell us how you really feel about it?
That's how I really feel, man. I'm pissed off. I'm upset. This should not be going on at Florida A&M University.
Well, one thing I do know is that Rattlers tend to take it a lot more seriously than non-Rattlers.
Yes, sir.
And that's because we have so much invested in it. And we know what the institution has done for us and our families. And I say all the time, I have 4 generations that graduated there. Counting my daughters who graduated. But my grandmother, my mother and father, me, they changed my income tax bracket for my family so that I could live a certain lifestyle growing up. So
yes, sir.
Regardless of what happens, or regardless of how I'm treated, it's still my institution. And
listen, man, I am the first person in the Freeman family to attend an institution of higher learning. And I chose FAMU, and FAMU chose me. After I started to attend FAMU, 3 of my sisters graduated from college because they watched me.
Right.
All 3 of my daughters have been to college, and I've got one in pharmacy school right now at the University of Georgia, and they all, because they watched me. So Florida A&M made me a physically and mentally wealthy man, and also with my children. And the degree I got from Florida A&M, I've been teaching for 36 years. Look how valuable that degree is without an NIL on top of that, without a car, I'm walk everywhere, without all those things. And 36 years later, that degree is still working hard for me. So I'm so appreciative of what Florida A&M has done for me and my family. And now it's my time to stand up and say, listen, we must get something done right now. Stop waiting. We don't need a coach now on National Signing Day. That's not a huge achievement. We need a coach right now so that he can do his job on National Signing Day.
That's right.
Spoken
That's right.
Like a true Rattler and a coach that knows.
That's right.
As always, Coach, I appreciate you. As always, Coach, I appreciate you. Always welcome on Insights at any time. I appreciate you from the time you were kicking on the football team when I knew you as a student to how you are now. Our relationship has always been good, and I've always respected you and wish nothing but the best for you.
Coach, it's an honor to be interviewed by you. I certainly appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate you.
Let's shake some bushes down there and bring that hammer.
All right. All right. Let's shake some bushes and bring that hammer.
Told you we had a hot one.
Whew. Whew. I mean, but he said what every Rattler feels. And whether they say it out loud or not, well, if you read social media, they say it out loud down as well.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get this done. It is time is of the essence. And while I was surprised they got down to 5 so quickly, okay, let's get down to 1, the 1, and don't miss. Please don't miss. The one thing though, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing is this, and it's something I understand. New AD comes in, they want their own. They want to make their own, they want to make their mark. They want to, but sometimes you gotta read the room first and then decide, do I need to make my mark here?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time to make a move. You're in the position now. We're here. Let's make this move. Let's get it right.
Yeah, one thing about Coach Freeman, he's always been 100% honest. He's a friend of the program, but more than anything, he's a loyal Rattler. And it's hard to replace that because you hear his intensity and his passion about his institution. As he told me, that was always his dream to coach at FAMU. He said he didn't have to be head coach, but he just wanted to be in a position to give back what some of the coaches gave to him and to be a positive influence on the young men that represent the university. And he said it was a field he played on. I mean, when he won his 250th, what did he say that really got him was the fact that he won it on the field that he played on. You know, and we have Rattlers like that. I don't know that we have any from what I've heard as a finalist, but that hadn't been what I heard. And I agree with you, Dr. Miller. He did speak the truth. And all of the Rattler people, all of true Rattlers want what's best for the school. And that's exactly where we're at with it. So we're very excited about that interview. We broke it into 2 parts because he just made a exit. I mean, he just made a hard left turn out of nowhere. What are we going to do about our program? And I was like, Coach, I said, I wasn't going to ask you that. He said, I had a feeling you wasn't going to ask me, but I wanted to say it. So I said, Coach, you grown man, dog.
Do what you do.
Do what you do. I said, if we had did it live, it wouldn't have been anything we could have did once you started it. That would have been
Facts. Facts. It would have been out there anyway, so.
Exactly. So we, Coach Freeman, we appreciate him. He's
Yes.
always been that way. He's always been that way. And one of the things that we keep trying to do as we travel this road is to continue to educate and use our platform for different things. And we got Darky toothpaste.
That's you know that's where I was going. Even without my glasses, I saw that. Yeah, wow.
Darky toothpaste. And they fought to change it. And then they changed it to Darlie.
Darlie.
D-A-R. They changed it. And did you saw the pictures on it? I mean, like, Rick, it's important. You work on Sports Diva. We try to educate you. But the Darky toothpaste was one that, woo, Rick, that one right there, that got me. And it was a big debate about it. Colgate kind of stood by what they were doing. You know, they kind of stood by it.
Wow. Yeah. I have no words for that. That's just yeah. But and it's good to know these things. This is where we were. And we have to be careful because if we don't know where we are coming from, they'll take us back there. Pay attention, folks. Pay attention.
Absolutely. And Thailand had a skin whitening advertisement that they got so much heat about it that they did withdraw theirs because they talked about you could use this cosmetic and lighten your skin, and they felt like the lighter you were, the better, you know. And it has a point in the commercial where it says at that point her skin turned almost black, and a young, very white rival appears at her side. She looks down in dismay at her dark complexion, at her own complexion, said, "If I was white, I would win." But they don't want you to understand, know, or be aware of all these things that are going on in the background with our people. You know that. You know that. So we had to bring that to the forefront, and we had to, continue to bring that to our people. It's important. And really for everybody, not just our people, but for everybody.
Because it's history. It's history. It's history. It's not, you cannot tell part of a story and consider that history. You cannot leave out the parts you don't think were whatever because it doesn't fit your narrative. That's not history. History is the totality of it all. And I'm glad that we do that here on the Mick and Rick Show. Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome. It's just part of what I feel our mission is. And even though not everybody appreciates it, you would be surprised. It's not that, that everybody appreciates it, but it's still a calling, and it's something that I feel that we have to do.
And we're going to do it.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. Now we go ahead, Rick. You were gonna say something?
I'm just sitting up. I'm waiting.
He said, and I think we had a really good show today with Tony O'Neill and then Coach Freeman and what he brought to us. We really do appreciate that.
Yeah. Time out. This is the coach. I'm a part of the INSiiGHTS Mick and Rick show. Now, when I can get Rick out of that cup, I get good discussion from him about the hottest sports topics. But we do keep it straight, no chaser. The more he turns that cup up, them words come out faster than a chicken pecking up corn. I'm just saying, or trying to say, what the damn hell? Just join us.
I appreciate it, Coach, and of course, I always thank INSiiGHTS for covering high school sports. you all kind of open that door for high school sports to be viewed by those on the outside. And I know football is doing more now. I mean, I think one of the stations are doing high school football. But you guys are the ones that kind of help open that door for high school basketball to be shown. I know you've been doing it for some time, but we appreciate your support.
Psst. Psst. Let me tell you something you may want to keep for yourself. If you download the INSiiGHTS app, the first 500 people will get free premium content for life. You will not be charged for any programming, ever. Download the INSiiGHTS app on your Android or iPhone. Remember, INSiiGHTS is spelled with 2 I's in the middle. Free premium programming for life.
Free premium programming for life. That pay-per-view comes on. You don't ever have to worry about it. You don't ever have to. If you already have downloaded the app, you are absolutely 100% in. And it's been amazing that people are really hitting on being able to get that. You know, free is our favorite word. You know, go in there, get that something free. We really are excited about it. Get it on your phone.
Yes.
You can get everything. If you're watching the games come on live stream. They interrupt the regularly scheduled programming, and it'll go back to what the program is. You know, it's not many that do what INSiiGHTS does.
Now that you have downloaded your INSiiGHTS app, you can share the secret. INSiiGHTS apps. Free premium programming for life.
I'll drink to that.
Yes. Rick, what won't you drink to? The black and gold liquor. 1906 premium brand. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all being with us as always. Dr. Miller, it was great to see you again.
Yes. Sports Diva. Thanks as always. I love y'all. Thank you.
Like us on Facebook.
I liked it on Facebook.
Follow us on Twitter. INSiiGHTS.
Yeah.
2 I's in the middle. INSiiGHTS.
All right, y'all.
Stay up to date with the latest from INSiiGHTS. Visit our website at insights.com. 2 I's in the middle. INSiiGHTS.
INSiiGHTS is the copyright of Mac4 Enterprises, a Florida corporation. This broadcast is produced under the exclusive ownership of Mac4 Enterprises and is the intellectual property and trademark of Mac4 Enterprises. Comments of the host and other individual speakers on INSiiGHTS represent their independent thoughts and representation.
As we have a famous attorney that likes to say now in discussion, remember, Coach, 2 eyes in the middle.
What the damn hell? Hey, thanks for joining us, y'all. Until next week. Until I find this daggone coach in the back.
Yeah, you got to work on that cup.
Yeah. I need a refill. I got to go.